Now joining me on the line is one time and hopefully be another light heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Gvozdyk, taking on David Benavidez June the 15th in Las Vegas. The Nail, how you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Perfect.
Well, we got this fight coming up as we tape this about 3 weeks away. How are you feeling this part of training camp?
Um, Feeling the same as I'm doing. Feeling awesome. Training hard. Spar this morning. Keep working, and can't wait June 15th.
Mentioned you're once the light heavyweight champion of the world, now going to fight David Benavidez for the WBC interim light heavyweight championship of the world. I know after your one loss, did you ever think you'd get back to this point?
You didn't think I'm gonna get back to this point?
No, I'm asking you. Did you ever think you would get back to this point?
I assume it might happen because like when I decided to retire, I still was keep training because I was leaving this option to be open. And yeah, I was right.
Just three. You got the three big wins since the loss to Benavidez. How in the last 5 years are you a better? Do you think are you a better fighter than you were maybe 5 years ago?
I feel better. At least mentally, I'm definitely better, and physically, I think so too. So we will see if I'm right or no. June 15th.
David Benavidez, a guy who ripped through the 168-pound division, now coming up to 175. What are your thoughts of him? And, I know he's a big guy for 168 pounds, but with that extra 7 pounds, you think that's going to be a big difference for him?
I don't know what kind of difference it's going to give for him, but I don't see him a small guy, like a guy who moving up in the weight, because he's a almost probably even bigger than me. So for him, I think this is the comfortable weight class where he's supposed to fight, because 168, I don't really know how he was able to make this weight, to fight those guys, because all his opponents before were really smaller. Right now, he really gonna fight the guys same size as him.
Obviously, the big fight that was supposed to be next weekend between Beterbiev and Bivol kind of postponed. Arthur got hurt. You see now possibly, with Beterbiev maybe going, he's been hurt a lot. The light heavyweight division's wide open again.
We will see. Would be great. Beterbiev is a tough guy to be in the ring with. So if he's gonna vacate the titles, well, good riddance. Go to cruiserweight. I won't be upset. But in the same time, if it would be the opportunity to get a rematch with him, I also open and would be happy to take this kind of fight.
What I know you were at the fight a couple weeks ago at the Canelo fight. You guys had the big press conference in the morning of the fight. Being around a big scene. I know you fought on the Charlo Canelo fight card in September. How much has that reinvigorated you and made you even more motivated for this opportunity now on June the 15th?
Oh, it's always invigorating. Besides of Canelo, all my countrymates had a really important victories. It all invigorates me, with the people who you kind of close with, who you like, winning the fight, they give some extra motivations all the time.
That was actually what we call a good segue, because my next questions were going to be about, like you said, not only your country mates, your Olympic teammates, Oleksandr Usyk, Denis Baranchyk, big wins over the weekend. How much, again, does that make you happy? I know you're probably good friends with those guys. And obviously, Loma the week before had a big win. So I guess you have to complete the foursome there, huh?
It was like a total recall. Like it used to be like 12 years ago on Olympic Games, we were all together and having those victories on Olympic ring, and now we're all separate but still doing the same thing. And it's just awesome, man. It's something like the cycle goes on again.
You find yourself watching the fight? I mean, I bet you're rooting very hard for Usyk and Baranchyk and Loma the week before.
I've been there in San Diego on the Baranchyk fight, and I saw on TV. Obviously, because of my fight, I couldn't go there to Saudi Arabia because I had to prepare myself and all the jet lag and stuff. Not really would be reasonable, but of course I was happy.
Does that, you just put the thoughts in your head and I have to do it now because those three guys did it?
No, doesn't really make any extra pressure on me because I don't know, like psychologically maybe I'm really skeptical guy, and I believe that the outcome of my fight supposed to be matching how good I did my homework basically, and I believe I'm doing it great. So we will see.
We'll get back to your fight. What are any last words to the fans before we see you June 15th? Prime Video, live from Las Vegas, taking on David Benavidez for the WBC Interim Light Heavyweight Championship of the World.
Guys, watch the fight. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be tough fight, fireworks, and great show.
Terrific. Oleksandr Gvozdyk, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. We wish you best of luck. We'll be watching June 15th.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.